Hello and welcome to Sunday Shorts here at Buckwheat Farms Magic Emporium and Ballroom. Glad you're here with us. Keep an eye out. I'm going to be dropping a brand new Everything We Do is Magic, Finding Your Heart Magic, either this evening or tomorrow, and we'll continue with that series. But today I wanted to talk about, again, self-love. It's always where I keep coming back to because I was thinking about yesterday as I was doing my tarot reading, and I was thinking about the song that I used to enjoy when it was in the Christian world. It was a Christian song, More Than Enough. And it's talking, of course, about God being more than enough. But if you think about it, that applies to you, again, because the divine dwells within you. And the thing is that we always operate out of this fear and lack because we're always looking at what others have as opposed to what we have. And that was Adam's issue. I mean, think about it. If you read in the book of Genesis, and again, not from the religious standpoint, but from the spiritual standpoint, you understand that Adam had everything that he needed within that garden in order to live a long, very long, healthy, trouble-free life. But the one thing that he wanted was the thing that was outside, that was in someone else's garden. And again, there's that seed of lack that says, because someone else has it, I don't possess it. And really what's happening is you just don't realize that you think that you are less worthy than that person. So then you start getting all out of balance there. And the thing is that you are infinitely worthy, just as worthy as they are. In fact, part of my meditation yesterday, I drew the Nine of Pentacles at a certain point, and what I got out of that is that that I need to take the time, and we need to take the time to reflect on our own self-worth, because whatever we manifest, whatever comes up in our lives, whatever happens in our lives, good, bad, indifferent, is a direct response to our self-worth, our self-love. Again, because we pour out of, you can't pour out of an empty vessel. You can only pour out of a vessel that has something in it. So if you don't have self-worth or self-love, you can't pour into someone else's vessel. This weekend, we're coming up on a new moon on Monday, and it's a time now, because what happens is we've replaced that love with fear. There is no fear in love. Perfect love casts aside all fear. And I believe this Gemini new moon, because Gemini has those twin personalities there, that we can look at those things. And they're not necessarily bad. They just are. Those places where we don't like ourselves. You know, it's been said that whatever you spot in another person, you've got it. That's in addiction counseling. That's what we talk about. Spot it, got it. It's transference is what it is. But it also works in the opposite direction too. Not only are those things that irk you about other people, pretty much things that you generally do, and it's just a reflection of you not liking what you're doing. But the opposite is true. That those qualities, those things you admire in others, are things you possess yourself. So take stock. Remind yourself of your self-worth. And in this weekend, in this Monday, what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to do a little new moon ceremony tomorrow evening, and I'm going to burn all of those fears that are holding me back. We're about to step out into one of the biggest enterprises that I've ever even thought of. I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine it because that's how it came to be. But we're stepping out into it. But the thing holding me back are these fears, the fear of not being enough, fear of failure, fear of success, all these fears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write them down on a sheet of paper, and tomorrow night I'll do a little new moon ceremony, and I'm going to release those fears back to where they came, because they're not mine. So live your life fear-free, live your life in love. Have a wonderful Sunday. Namaste.